Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be flying from Seattle-Tacoma International Airport to Lihue Airport on the island of Kauai. But before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I post a new video. My trip starts out at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. This airport is the largest and busiest airport in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States. It is also a major hub for Delta and Alaska Airlines. The A concourse, in which my flight was leaving out of, was built in 2004. Compared to other airports in the US, you can definitely tell that it is aging. The gate spaces did have many windows for you to have an unobstructed view of the planes on the ramp. One thing that the gate spaces do not have much of are seats. At the time of boarding, all the seats were full, so many people had to move to the opposite side. However, this airport did have many shops and restaurants. But soon, our aircraft pulled into the gate. November 542 Uniform Sierra, a 25-year-old Boeing 757-200 delivered to Delta in 1996. The boarding process was quick and easy, and soon I was in my seat. This seat is an older Delta seat with the smaller in-flight entertainment system. Underneath it, there's a power button, a volume switch, and a brightness switch. The tray table is actually quite big, and when released, it cannot get closer to you, another disadvantage of the older seat. And underneath the tray table, there's the seat back pocket with a very crumpled safety card. The legroom on this seat is very similar to other Delta aircraft. Just like the seat, the in-flight entertainment screen on this aircraft was very old. It still has the credit card slot from when you could buy items straight from the screen. The screen is also pretty flimsy, and compared to other screens nowadays, it is tiny. The screen can be very unresponsive at times, and sometimes it takes a few pushes just to get to the next screen. Hopefully, Delta will be able to swap these seats for the newer one in the near future, as these aircraft have a long life ahead of them. When I first arrived at the seat, it took me some time to find the headphone jack. It was on the front of the armrest. Unfortunately, mine was broken for the duration of the flight. Fortunately, there were adjustable armrests, individual air vents, and lighting control, and a universal power plug, although I found the floor near the power plug quite dirty. The recline on this seat was quite good, and I was able to make myself comfortable. But soon, we were pushing back and headed for Hawaii. As we were taxiing out to our runway, I got to see all the aircraft arriving and departing. Today was a busy day at Seattle-Tacoma. But for now, enjoy this beautiful takeoff. As soon as we departed, a snack service was carried out. The flight attendants handed out a bag of pretzels, a cookie, and a beverage of your choice. As we passed over the state of Washington, I was able to spot some US Navy aircraft carriers. Soon, the last bit of Washington disappeared behind us, and we headed over the Pacific Ocean. Wi-Fi was available on this flight, although all you could do was message, and even that was pretty slow. About an hour before landing, another snack service came around, although the choices were the exact same thing as the first snack service, and that was pretty disappointing considering that this flight was 6 hours long. After the second snack service, we began descending into Kauai. Now as we descend into Lihue Airport, I'd like to rate this flight. The crew is always a very important part of having a good flight. On my flight, the crew were nice, funny, and overall looked to be excited to be on the flight. A 5 out of 5. Although the crew can control this, how smooth the flight is also a big part of having an enjoyable flight. On this flight, there was barely any turbulence at all. A 5 out of 5. Next, we have cleanliness. Although the flight attendants gave out wipes at the beginning of the flight, I still found the plane quite dirty near the seatbelts, tray table, and floor. So this gets a 3 out of 5. Food and snacks were definitely an important part of this 6-hour-long flight. Although the choices were good, I found it disappointing that on each service, the choices of snacks were the exact same. And finally, we have the seat. The seat on this plane was very comfortable, and the amount of legroom and recline given was very generous. But I've experienced more comfortable seats in economy class, so this gets a 4 out of 5. Now as we land at Lihue Airport, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.